Alright, let's talk about how can we delete a node in a double linked list. This algorithm is required to have at least two nodes, so that's the same edge case we have in our single linked list. We're gonna just check if the next element of our head pointer is not null or null. If it's null, then we only have one element and that's just an edge case, and we will just compare that first element. And if that first element is the value that we're gonna delete, then we're just gonna delete it and we return the empty double linked list, or based on whatever your implementation allow. Like if you allow null, you return null. If you don't allow null, you just specify whatever you need. Right. Now I'm considering that we have a double linked list with more than two nodes, or at least two nodes. So we will first start by cloning our head pointer and the next element of that head pointer. So we'll have two cloned pointers, one at the head and one at the next element of that head. And we were gonna start to search for the node value of 9 to find it, and then we should delete it. And now we're gonna search using this pointer of 2. This pointer 2 refers to value of 3. Is 3 equal to the value of 9? It doesn't, so we just shift in the forward direction one step. Once we move to one step into the forward direction, we're gonna find that pointer 1 is now indicating to this 3, which we have already checked, and our pointer 2 refers to this 9. And now we're gonna make our same comparison. Is 9 equal to the value 9 of which we want to delete? It is the target that we're searching for, which we want to delete. So how can we delete a node 9? So node 9 here, in order it's a double linked list, so basically we need somehow to make it invisible and delete it completely, and we need that node of value 3 to point next directly to -10, and this -10 to point backward to 3 with removing this 9. So by saying this, let's try to think how can we apply this conceptually here. So we have two pointers, one at 3 and one at 9, and this 9 has a next to our -10. This -10 has a backward which we need to change. Alright, now we have found our backward arrow which we need to change, and we combine it, or not combine it, as we connect it to the previous of this 9 to become 3. Right, now that's for backward. Now let's say we need to change the next of 3. So how can we do this? We already have our pointer 1, which has this the node of 3. So how can we do this? We're just gonna change the next element of this 3 to become the next element of this 9, which we already have access because of pointer 2. Alright, so basically now we're gonna remove this 9 by changing the previous value of this -10 and changing the next value of this 3. And once we remove this, we have our new double linked list in a correct format, and we no longer need our node 9, which is pointless to have. So this is how can we delete a node in a double linked list. And let's say you want to delete a node that doesn't exist in this double linked list. You can simply search and complete your iteration until you reach to the point there is no node available, which means the node is null, so you can't really remove a null value. Then you will return whatever you have implementation. You can return like false, you can return -1, you can return whatever you have in your implementation.